Hey everybody, welcome to my review for End of Watch, coming to 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Steelbook from Shout Studios on January 20th, 2026. My birthday! Yay! Right? Okay. Anyway, pretty cool. I appreciate Shout. They sent me a Steelbook. That's pretty awesome. You don't always get those with reviews. Normally you get like standard ones. This is the only way it's coming out currently on 4K. As you see, it comes with this little L card or whatever that has the deets on what's in here, including a quote from Roger Ebert calling it 4 stars. Great! And here we are. It's a 2-disc set. Let's take a look at what we have in here. Like cops, crooks, cops, crooks. Okay, that's how they got it going there. All right, you open it up. Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Pena. Right there are twosome here. They appear on the disc, the 4K disc. And there's also the standard Blu-ray disc, this 2-disc set. And behind it, just some graffiti, just some wall art. That's what they got there going on. So the bonus features, the featurettes and stuff, those are all on the standard Blu-ray disc. The commentary is on both. We'll get to that later. So yeah, End of Watch. This movie came out, man, 2012? That's like forever. I can't believe it. I was like, what was that, late 2010s? No. Yeah, this movie is now 14 years old this year, turning that this year. It's a David Ayer film, and I am not the biggest David Ayer fan, but I was quite surprised with End of Watch when it came out back then. I was like, what is this? Some sort of, where they used the found footage aesthetic to tell a police story. And I found it to be effective and quite compelling. This movie really works for me. I don't know if the found footage aspect is clear or works. It's gimmicky, and they make the movie work like they make the movie work. But the point is I don't care because I'm engaged in this movie. People might toss it away as propaganda or whatever, and that's perfectly fine. I treat movies as movies. I'm not like gonna gear up and become a cop after this or start, sympathize. It's a dangerous job, and we all know that. But we all know abuse of power and all that as well. But this movie, when focusing on it, is just a movie with two characters and such on what's going on, and takes a real hard, grimy look at things. It's quite good. There's a good camaraderie between Michael Pena, Jake Gyllenhaal, looking at their family lives and stuff. And it really, the found footage aspect really adds another dynamic to like the realism and the intensity in a lot of shots, and sort of and spookiness in a lot of measures too. But then sometimes it's like, what the hell's going on? Like there's a fight in a house where Jake Gyllenhaal is filming it and he's laughing, and Michael Pena's getting beat up by a perpetrator or something, or an insider guy. But like, yeah. So, but I think this movie isn't afraid to show itself. I don't think it's propping up like cops. It's showing dangers of their job, personality problems, and things like that as well. I think it's a good cop movie. I really liked it. I was very surprised by it when it came out. I just was like, well, this looks throwaway. And then I checked it. I was like, holy crap. Really good from a director I really don't enjoy to a degree. Many of he's got fans and stuff like that. I want them to work for me. They don't work for me. This one, though, does. I put the, Training Day, where he just wrote, he didn't direct, quite good. This one, probably my favorite of the films he's directed. End of Watch, and I give it 4 stars. I really do like End of Watch. I was happy to review it and watch it again. I hadn't seen it probably since it came out. Held up for me quite good. So, End of Watch. The video on End of Watch is the compression is HEVC H.265. The original theatrical aspect ratio of 185:1 is intact. The resolution is 2160p for a 4K display. It is an upscale though, folks. This movie was shot, finished, and everything 2K in high definition, just HD. So it is an upscale. It does look quite good. I think it adds a little bit of crispness, depth. It is using those cameras, specific kind of like GoPro type things. So they do have a look to them that holds. But I think what they've done here for this 4K, increasing the black levels, making them look more natural, getting rid of crushing noise, things like that. and a little more finer details, things like that. A little bit increased depth always helps, and I think it is a nice little image. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Next, we will move to the audio. We've got the classic Shout Factory English 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio, accompanied by the English 2.0 Stereo DTS HD Master Audio, and we only have the English SD subtitles here. This is carried over. This is an excellent track. It's a playful 5.1, so stuff is coming. It takes the idea that you're behind the camera because you're filming it, and really, I mean, there's fun things popping off behind you, punches, movements, things like that. It's a very active track. The subwoofer gives some good lifelike intensity without going too overboard. Vocals clear, crisp, but the fun in this is the surround sound design. Yeah, surround sound design that is wonderful here, and I love it when they're playful like this, especially with a movie that's asking for it, where you are in the point of view a lot of times of one of the characters, so you need to have the senses of the characters, including their sound, their hearing, and their feeling, and it works quite well. So this is a 4.5 out of 5 for the video, for the audio. Now we're going to move on to the extras. All extras here ported over from the standard Blu-ray release. There are no new extras. So this includes the commentary with David Ayer, Fate with a Badge, In the Streets, Women on Watch, Watch Your Six, Honors, and deleted scenes in the trailer. So Fate with a Badge, In the Streets, Women on Watch, Watch Your Six, and Honors are all these little featurettes that most of them are like barely over 2 minutes. One's like 2.5. And they are EPK, electronic press kit, like promo interview stuff you would have found on YouTube, maybe a commercial or something on maybe a movie channel or something like that, or pre-theater reel. There's not a whole lot going into it. It's not very in-depth, and yeah, it's kind of flimsy. It's something there. Deleted scenes is awesome because there's like about a half a movie's worth of deleted scenes in this reel, and lots of stuff to chomp on. But that, of course, was carried over from before. And then the trailer's the trailer, which I still think is a fun, and you know, people used to scoff at just a trailer, but I think marketing history and archiving and stuff is fun to have. So I'm going to give this a 2 because they didn't do anything new with it. So we're going to go back through this, guys and gals. So with the film, 4 out of 5, video, 4 out of 5, audio, 4.5 out of 5, bonus 2 out of 5, for overall 3.5 out of 5. If you're buying in to watch, if you're a big fan, the 4K, it is a video upgrade. That's what they've done. It's a new transfer, but it is an upscaled transfer. They have not added any bonus materials. There is no Atmos track. That's core level. That's what you're going for. Collector geekery, Steelbook packaging. Those are the only things with it. So 3.5 out of 5, I think. If you don't own the film, grab this at a good price. If you do own the film, I don't know. If you're a hardcore fan, yeah. If you're an Ayer collector, fine, yeah, grab it. But this is kind of not a whole lot done to it. But hey, if you can own it on 4K. You have a cool Steelbook with it. If you like the art, I've found on things, art is very all over the map with people. Like there's art I used to love on some of these, like, and people hate them. Like the early Shout Factory comic book looking art. I thought these are kind of neat because they give you the original cover. Like people hated that. They hate anything, and I like to see them try to draw something themselves. But anyway, I mean, this art I think is fitting of the movie. Works. I don't know if it's like the best thing, but it's fine. So, and to watch, you know yourself a copy using the Amazon Associates link in the description. Always appreciate when you do. And if you don't, I appreciate you watching anyway. So, next 4K review, very excited about it. It's One Battle After Another from Warner Brothers, not the Gonzo version, the basic, here's the movie version. I wonder if it even has a menu. We'll see. Stay tuned. And as always, stay phone positive.